Hello everyone, how's it going? This is Hazel Time here, back for another build diary. This is number 9, I believe. We are now level 82, progressing slowly but surely towards tier 15 maps and level 90, which I will probably shelve the character if it's not dead, if she's not dead. It's getting a little bit tedious and boring trying to find gear upgrades for a character with anything I feel like needing plus skill level gems is just extremely hard to build in solo self-found. I have been trying for 2 streams now. I've sunk at least 1,000,000 gold total towards just anything with gem levels, and I think the best I've got is +1 gem on an amulet, which is actually just not even for my build. So like it's just not very useful. It's kind of bad like that. So there's that on my future plans for this build, but for now I want to take it to level 90, which is like I feel like a good stopping spot. We'll have a couple more points, grab this wheel, grab these, and oh, as a side note, I've unallocated adamant recovery. It sucked. I grabbed it and I got extra 1,000 energy shield recharge per second. I'm pretty sure just any one of these small nodes giving me energy shield recharge rate would probably be better, like say for the example this one. So it says 7,000, 72,000. The number's fudged, but you could just look at the difference. Okay, so this is 15%. Let me grab this. 67,000. So like it's not great. It's not good for us. I can see it being good if I grabbed a lot of hybrid nodes, but I don't have any more points to grab hybrid nodes, so if I grab, for example, this wheel on top and maybe this one, then it would make this a really good wheel, but I'm not grabbing those. I went over here and grabbed this instead. So I just have a lot of pure energy shield, so I've decided that that's just not worth it. However, the body armor is pretty nice. Because body armor and helmet, those are usually where your highest source of energy shields are from, so it's not too bad grabbing this. It's not necessarily the best node, but it's pretty efficient pathing. If you feel like you don't need more energy shield, I would say you could drop these 3, just invest 2 more points in block, and then use the spare points elsewhere. So these are probably where I'm going to be cutting nodes if I proceed. If I want to keep playing this into late end game and I get some nice gear, I will probably cut these 3 nodes because I feel like I don't really need it. I have already a ridiculous amount of energy shield with some pretty subpar gear. But, well, the helmet's actually okay, I guess. But there's no minion levels on it. That's why I'm saying it sucks. But, like, in terms of energy shield wise, I'm pretty sure you can get a way better body armor if you just tried. Like, these are tier 3 rolls, right? These are tier 3 rolls. You can get way higher. I don't know. I haven't checked exactly how high, but I'm assuming at least tier 6 if the helmet is tier 6. The body armor should probably have at least tier 6, which means I can go easily to 400 or 500 energy shield on the body armor, even while rolling spirit on the prefix slot. What else? Expedition logbooks. I did a couple more on stream. It kind of was okay. It's fun, but the rewards are kind of underwhelming. Expedition itself is a pretty good mechanic, though. If you juice up a map pretty hard, expedition monsters and their boxes tend to give quite a bit of loot. So it's pretty fun doing expedition in maps. The logbooks, I guess if you like it, but I think they're probably not worth it until you can roll expedition at a high enough level, which I believe would be like tier 15 maps. Then you can find the bosses, and then you can try to get the unique drops off the bosses. Other than that, I don't think expedition logbooks are super worth it. The relics are pretty common. I don't ever struggle with not having enough relics. I tend to just not have enough coins to refresh the shop, if anything. The shop tends to give some pretty mid selection, like what are these level 59 bases for gloves? Like at least give me expert ones, you know, like like this one I could try, but for gloves specifically, I think I'm better off going for the highest tier level 75 gloves. Body armor, you can make an argument that say any expert tier, all expert tier body armors have implicit in them. Like for example, this one has lightning resistance. The other, I know one of the armor evasion hybrids has flat life. So like you might not necessarily want the highest level base for chest armor and or even helmets. I'm not sure. Or at least for chest armor. But for gloves and boots, you generally want the highest level you can get. Ooh, this one has a nice move speed, actually. I might craft that on stream later. I might give that a shot, but for the most part, yeah, crafting is mid in solo Southbound. And yeah, finally we are at tier 10 maps, so we're still progressing. I want to hit tier 15 maps. This is technically my first character, so getting your first character through to tier 15 maps, doing some of that quote-unquote end game content. I'm not gonna probably do bosses on it, or like this uber bosses. The regular bosses, map bosses are fine. Those things are chump change. We blow them up in like 10 seconds now, so it's pretty nice. We are up to level 20 on Arsonist, which does give us a nice amount of damage. I could have sworn we were up to 1,000. It just went down on stream, but I guess it went down. I'm not sure what happened, but it went down. Doesn't really matter. We do enough damage. The bosses go down really fast, but when mapping, clearing, I feel like it's actually slowing down just because minion AI is stupid. And, you know, one minion hits there, the other one hits there, and then the other remaining 8 arsonists are just stuck doing nothing. So it's kind of bad for mapping, but for bossing, it's actually like it could not be better, I think. Like it's not the fastest bosser, but it's definitely one of the safest boss fights you'll ever have, and the most chill. You'd actually just I remember like doing a Queen of Filth fight, and she just melted. She tried to do a slam, hit my minions. I'm just laughing off on the side. I was like, haha, look at that stupid idiot. And then easy boss fight. So that's the gameplay anyways. There's no other thing. Oh, right. There is one thing I just would like to, I guess, have anyone watching my Necromancer. Would-be Necromancers, don't run the Golden Charm, please. It specifically says when you kill a rare or unique enemy, and they do mean it when they say that, so you have to land the last hit or be considered landing the last hit. There is a unique glove. I'm not sure if I have it on this, but what happens is there is a unique glove that attributes other people's kills to you, like nearby allies' kills to as your kill. So that's the only way you can proc the Golden Charm. If you run the Golden Charm and you kill a rare or unique enemy, and it's your minions that did the finishing blow, which will be very likely because Culling Strike on your Skeletal Warriors, you don't actually get to proc it, so it's just a wasted charm slot. You're better off running something like Antidote Charm or an Anti-Freeze Charm, or maybe an Anti-Stun Charm, whatever you feel like you need to just increase your survivability. Things that proc based on you being damaged will work. Charms that proc off of you doing damage will likely not work due to you having very little damage as a character to begin with. Look at this glorious 27 DPS. That's a level 16 scale gem, by the way, so it's not super low level, but yeah. So that's just a PSA. Yeah, I'll be streaming shortly live on Twitch, so if you guys like or Path of Exile 2, want some tips and tricks, I would like to think myself fairly experienced in the game and able to help give you guys build advice. This is my build diary where I go through my thoughts process on building a character step by step after stream. So feel free to join me on Twitch. Peace.